What's up, guys? It's the Farooqi brothers back with another video. And today for you guys, we're going to be talking about Rocksteady's latest news. The studio just unveiled their game that's in development, and it's a Suicide Squad game. So to give you guys just a quick few words of introduction, for a couple of years now, it's been rumored that Rocksteady's been working on something. They've been very hush-hush on it. You know, we've heard a lot more details about WB Montreal than we've heard about Rocksteady. Ever since Arkham Knight came out, we've always been wondering what's the next game that the studio is going to make. Well, it turns out the game they're making is Suicide Squad. And in particular, based on the domain names, based on registered trademarks, it seems like the game will be called Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. So right there, I think there's a lot to be said from that name. Basically, it's supposed to be an action-adventure game. It's supposed to be an online co-op component in it. The game will allow you to use multiple characters, build multiple teams with concepts for DLC and adding new characters to the squad. So let's run around the room and give our reactions, what we think about this, because we've all been waiting for Rocksteady to announce the next game, and they finally did. So Zan, we'll start with you. What did you make of this news and this reveal?
Honestly, I thought it was pretty cool, to be honest. I know a lot of people are iffy. Everybody wanted a Superman game, and I feel like they kind of played onto that a little bit with the poster they revealed with, like, the Suicide Squad, the crosshairs on Superman, or what looks like Superman. People are saying could be Bizarro, maybe, who knows. But I guess according to the title, like you said, which is probably going to be officially announced in DC Fandom, Suicide Squad Kills Justice League. It's interesting, definitely. We know Rocksteady, they made the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, which is, I feel like they're going to borrow a lot from that. So that was also a multiplayer, a multi-character type system. So that could have probably been like a tester for this game. I think it's pretty cool. Personally, I would have liked like a more solo, linear story Superman game. But this type of action-adventure game is definitely pretty cool as well, especially considering since WB Montreal is doing their own thing with Batman, supposedly. So I guess not to get on each other's toes, they'd had to do a different type of thing. But considering Rocksteady's track record, I'm pretty excited for the game. I know they'll probably do very well. Their forte is in action, and the way the action feels is very visceral, very, very powerful. Like the way every hit you can feel is very weighty. So this will obviously play into that, and having multiple characters, multiple different types of gameplay will, and on a video game level, on a not considering what the story might be, if it might be canon to Arkham or not, just on the gameplay level, I think it sounds pretty cool.
And Umar, you know, when it comes to this game, I mean, John touched on it briefly, but a lot of people, especially because a lot of the Easter eggs in Arkham Knight kind of hinting on Superman. So a lot of people are thinking, listen, if someone's going to finally make a Superman game, or finally make a good Superman game, it would be Rocksteady. You know, the studio, we all kind of were thinking, hey, this is the studio that should make it. And I know you had your sights set on that, so why don't you speak on that a little bit? What did you think about hearing this, and what maybe you would have preferred more?
Well, I mean, like most of us, I would have preferred a solo Superman game. But I think with, I mean, recently there's been more, more of an emphasis on having superhero games. I know Avengers is coming. There's an Avengers game coming out. And then Spider-Man did really well. But again, like, it depends on what your taste is. My taste is for, Spider-Man, like games like Spider-Man, games like Batman, was solo linear storyline games, but they're open world, so you can do whatever you want, basically. And then the potential, and Charles, we could talk about this too, like potential of having a Superman game with, like at this scale, like the scale of a Spider-Man, the scale of a Batman Arkham, like a Arkham series type storyline. That's exciting because you have probably the most powerful character that you can put to screen. But at the same time, look, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. I mean, the idea of it is kind of exciting because depending on how they go, how they make the storyline, it can easily be one of the best superhero games ever. It's just a matter of what they plan to do, and obviously when we get the full trailer, then we'll see what the storyline looks like. So I think it's going to be storyline heavy. I don't see it being as open world as maybe other games. I think it'll probably be similar to Avengers in certain terms of, because I know that game isn't really open world, but there's probably like a map that you can kind of explore. But storyline wise, it's probably going to be similar. So it's exciting, but yeah, you would have hoped for a Superman game.
Yeah, I think the main thing when it comes to Rocksteady is that they did earn kind of the audience trust, in the sense where no matter what game they made next after making the Arkham trilogy, people are going to trust that, listen, this studio knows what they're doing. Let's see what they come up with. And Suicide Squad is an interesting choice because, you know, you go for 3 Batman games, and they've mostly stayed into not going too much into the superhero landscape, but staying in the Batman game. And then we know that the next actual Batman game is being made by WB Montreal. So, Samir, to you, I'm going to ask, like, between these 2 projects, between W Montreal's Batman game and then Rocksteady's Suicide Squad game, what appeals to you more?
I would say the Batman game because of all the previous Batman games were pretty good. I don't know how Zion feels about Arkham Knight, but I thought it was all right. Thing about Suicide Squad is I feel like it'll be like the Avengers game where, it seems all right. Like, not something I would put money into getting, but it seems all right. The poster is really nice, not gonna lie.
Poster was cool, and I think to bring it all together, Zion made the joke because everyone's been asking for a Superman game, and the first poster that Rocksteady puts out is like Superman about to get shot by the Suicide Squad logo, right? And we can quickly end it on this discussion, and I'll probably swing back to Zion, and all of us can give our quick thoughts on it. What do you make of that? Is it simply that the Suicide Squad are killing Superman and Batman, or whatever the case might be, or is there more to the story that it might be evil? Maybe the Justice League went evil because they do look kind of distorted. So what do you make of that?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, a lot of people mentioned it. When you look closely at Superman's face, his skin is kind of like cracked. You can almost think a purple hue, a whitish hue to him. So some people throwing a Bizarro. Maybe that's not the case. But obviously it'll be more than meets the eye. It won't just be, I think, Suicide Squad going on their own thing, because story-wise, if you think about it, there's no reason Amanda Waller, who's obviously in control of the Suicide Squad, she's not stupid enough to send the Suicide Squad against the Justice League, who are clearly much more capable and much more powerful. So there has to be something more to it. I feel like, and even then, I feel like there won't be villains, but rather, not only good guys either, but rather protagonists, where they have to kind of bring the Justice League down because something happened to the Justice League and they're causing damage, or at least the government Amanda Waller is sending them to.
Right. And then, Umar, for you, people are still thinking, is this game 100% in the Arkham universe, or if it's its own thing, starting its own franchise? And if it's in the Arkham universe, does it take place after Arkham Knight, where Batman basically dies, right? Well, not dies, but, by public standard, he's been outed. The world knows who he is. So to you, I'm going to ask, do you want this game to be in the Arkham universe? And if so, do you want it to take place after Arkham Knight, where Batman's already been exposed, or before?
I would love for it to be in the Arkham, basically after Arkham Knight. Basically, I think that'd be cool. I know they worked in if you go pick up the phone, you can hear Lex Luthor talking about Clark or something like that.
Yeah.
So they already kind of had like little tidbits in Arkham Knight where they showed that there is a bigger world. So it would be cool to see that. I think the kind of sick thing would be if they allowed you to actually the way, I was just thinking about it, like Superman, him looking kind of weird and evil, to take down the Justice League, the easiest way to take them down would be if you can get control of Superman. That'd probably be the easiest way, right? Yeah. So it would be kind of sick if out of left field they actually allow you to control that character, right? Because then you're getting a Superman game. It's still a Superman game. It's not solo linear, but it's still a Superman game. You're still controlling Superman. You can still fly around. You can do all this stuff a Superman fan wants to do. My thing would be that if you're gonna, the way they're marketing it right now, if the first poster has Superman on it, then it would be kind of cool. And people love that world. So you're only gonna get more. More people are gonna go and buy it. More people are gonna be into it. So because it's already established, it's not a new thing.
That's the first thing I thought as well. I thought the first thing was that, okay, if you're going to introduce a Suicide Squad game, wouldn't you put Harley front and center? Or would you put Deadshot front and center? But they put Superman in the front and center, and then on his head is the crosshairs saying Suicide Squad, right? So it's very interesting. And Rocksteady, they bring the goods. They deliver good game after good game. Even if you thought Arkham Knight's on the same level as City and Asylum. At the minimum, all three games are at the pinnacle of what superhero gaming can be. And you can see the influence these games had on things like Assassin's Creed or even Spider-Man, which borrowed so many of the combat system. The whole combat system of fighting, countering, and fighting again is Arkham Asylum created that. So many games have used it since then, and I find that very cool. So basically, if you're looking for DC games, we're probably going to get at least 3 announcements at Fandom. We're going to get Rocksteady's trailer. We're going to get W Montreal. And they announced that Ed Boon, the guy who makes the Injustice games, will also be there. So maybe Injustice 3 will be announced as well. Question is, are you looking forward to the Suicide Squad video game? Do you maybe prefer Superman game better? Why don't you let us know in the comments below and join the debate. From myself, from Zayan, from Umar, and from Samir, this is the Farooqi brothers. We'll see you next time. Peace out.